is like a piston, and then he throws the straight right hand.
Represents Australia in a rematch with the reigning king from New Zealand, Israel Adesanya.
I'm the champion. Let's go.
It's another high-stakes showcase for the worldwide MMA leader at UFC 271.
Houston fans, come out to meet UFC athletes Michael Chiesa and Eric Anders tonight at Brick House Tavern from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Presented to you by Howlerhead.
One more set. One more round. One more wheel. Body Armor, a visual sports drink of the UFC.
Now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
I don't think they ready for this one.
Smoking hot, going up, putting up in your food. All my cars got leather and wood in my hood. They call me up.
Fans, come out to meet UFC athletes Michael Chiesa and Eric Anders tonight at Brick House Tavern from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Presented to you by Howlerhead.
It's time!
Justin Gaethje.
UFC International Fight Week returns to Las Vegas with an epic fan experience like no other. June 27th through July 3rd, enjoy unlimited access to exclusive events all week long. And Saturday, July 2nd, the UFC cap off the week with UFC 276. Live from T-Mobile Arena. Don't miss UFC International Fight Week 2022. June 27th through July 3rd in Las Vegas.
Well, it is the biggest fight in the history of Australia and New Zealand, and the undisputed middleweight championship is at stake. Back in 2017, Robert Whittaker became Australia's first UFC champion. Since then, a bona fide superstar has emerged. Enter the last style bender, Israel Adesanya.
Robert, he does not want to let everyone down. He's in his home country. He doesn't want to let everyone down.
Robert Whittaker with the nation on his shoulders against a man who has taken the sport by storm.
You put two of the best strikers in the world together, someone's going to get caught.
Oh! That's it! Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights! Man! Chapter 1 goes to the last style bender, but perhaps these two gentlemen are destined to fight again.
I can beat him. Honest to God, I have the skill sets to beat him. Trust me when I say I'm not going anywhere.
The Reaper, rejuvenated, revitalized, on a mission to get his title back.
A guy that is using all of his skill now.
This is a completely different animal.
Now, Whittaker could beat him. That's the truth.
This is a new fight. This is a new me he's dealing with. But I'm still the best in the world.
The most sophisticated and the most complex striker that I've ever seen inside the octagon. That is it!
Wow!
Still undisputed!
My arch nemesis, Whittaker, Bobby Knuckles. I'm the champion. Let's go.
Be careful what you ask for. I'm dangerous, and I'm looking to go in there and take his head off.
At the end of the day, the result's going to be the same. I'll finish him again.
Big bombs are going to be be flying to Houston.
Oh, and Lewis puts him out. The most knockouts in UFC history.
The clean KO for Tai Tuivasa.
It is going to be a fantastic night down in Houston.
UFC fans, we'd like to welcome you to the weigh-in for UFC 271, Adesanya versus Whittaker 2. Tomorrow night, live on pay-per-view, we have got a championship rematch for the ages as the undisputed king of the middleweights, Israel Adesanya, puts his belt on the line against a familiar foe, the former world champion, Robert Whittaker. Also on tap in the co-headliner, the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, will try to put on for his city against fellow heavyweight contender, Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa. We would like to thank our UFC sponsors, Body Armor. Body Armor Sports Drink provides superior hydration for today's athletes. More electrolytes, more vitamins, better sports drink. Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. And Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. We would also like to send a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members joining us today here in Houston, Texas. We hope to see all of you once again for the live action at Toyota Center tomorrow night. And now it's time for the ceremonial weigh for UFC 271. What's going on, Houston, Texas? Great to be back in H-Town. Thank you all for coming out. Octagon girls are here. Ariane Celeste, Brittany Palmer, Luciana Andrade, Vanessa Hansen, UFC President Dana White's in the building. The powerful Hunter Campbell, matchmaker Mick Maynard. Let's go! 14 fights coming your way at UFC 271. We begin in the heavyweight division. William Nightmare Knight versus Maximus Grishin. First fighter to the scale is Maxim Grishin. .206, the official weight for Maximus. And his opponent is William Nightmare Knight. £218, the official weight for William Knight. All right, next prelim comes your way in the welterweight division. Jeremiah Wells versus Blood Diamond. First fighter to the scale. $170.5. The official weight for Jeremiah Wells. All right, moving on now to the bantamweight division. Douglas D. Silva D. Andrade versus Sergey Morozov. First athlete to the scale is Sergey Morozov. £135, the official weight for Kazakhstan, Sergey Morozov. And his opponent is Douglas Silva D. Andrade. 136 for D Silva. All right, next early prelim comes your way in the middleweight division. A.J. Dobson versus Jacob Mamba Malkoun. Official weight 186 pounds for Jacob Malkoun. And his opponent making his UFC debut here in Houston, A.J. Dobson. $185 for A.J. Dobson. All right, now we get to the featured bout of the early prelims in the bantamweight division. Mana Martinez versus Ronnie the Heat Lawrence. First athlete up to the stage, Ronnie Lawrence. $136, the official weight for Ronnie Lawrence. And his opponent is Mana Martinez. Official weight 136 for Mana Martinez. All right, these next four prelims can be seen live on ESPN. First up in the light heavyweight division, Carlos Blackjack Olberg versus Fabio the Water Buffalo Charant. $206, the official weight for Fabio Charant. And his opponent, Blackjack Carlos Olberg. Official weight 204 pounds for Carlos Olberg. All right, back to the bantamweight division now. Kyler the Matrix Phillips versus Marcelo Pitbull Rojo. First fighter to the stage, Marcelo Rojo. Official weight 136 pounds for Marcelo Rojo. And now his opponent, please welcome Kyler the Matrix Phillips. $136 for Kyler Phillips. All right, next up we got two of the top 15 in the women's flyweight division. Roxanne the Happy Warrior Modafferi versus King Casey O'Neill. $125.5, the official weight for Casey O'Neill. And her opponent making this walk for the final time in her illustrious career, 12th ranked, Roxanne Modafferi. $126, by the way, the official weight for Roxanne Modafferi. All right, now we get to the featured bout of the ESPN prelims in the heavyweight division. Andre the Pitbull Arlovski versus Jared Vanderaa. $265, the official weight for Jared Vanderaa. And his opponent is only the former UFC heavyweight champion, the Pitbull Andre Arlovski. $246, the official weight for Andre Arlovski. All right, with that, we have arrived at the main card for UFC 271, live on pay-per-view. First out of the chute in the lightweight division, Bobby King Green versus Nasrat Haqparast. First athlete to the stage, Nasrat Haqparast. $156, the official weight for Nasrat Haqparast. And his opponent, the veteran Bobby King Green. $155.5, the official weight for the King, Bobby Green. All right, next main card matchup at lightweight, Alexander the Great Ape Hernandez versus Renato Moicano. Official weight 156 for Renato Moicano. And his opponent proudly repping San Antonio, Texas, Alexander Hernandez. $156 for Alexander Hernandez. right, with that backdrop, we get to a featured bout in the UFC's middleweight division. The Killer Gorilla Jared Cannonier versus Derek Brunson. First fighter to the scale, ranked number 4 in the world, Derek Brunson. Official weight 185.5 for Blonde Brunson. And his opponent, number 3 in the world at present, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier. Cannonier. All right, now we get to the co-main event in the UFC's heavyweight division. The Black Beast, Derek Lewis, versus Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa. Official weight 265 for Tai Tuivasa. And his opponent repping Houston, Texas, USA, Derek the Black Beast Lewis. All right, now it's time to take a close.
Yeah, on the anniversary of the knockout, because I come in there showing off, dancing. But I thrive off that. I thrive off the energy. You know, whether it be good or bad.
I was very emotional, that fight. The pressure, the hype, the build-up, the fans, the mind games with Izzy, the back and forth. You can see with how I was fighting, I just wanted to charge in there, take his head right off.
Oh! Big shot by Izzy right before the bell.
Which I don't think is the clearest mind space to be in.
A lot of big actions by Robert Whittaker, though. Throwing big old looping punches, not being as straight as he normally is. Wants to get to Adesanya.
It was magic. Going into enemy territory, owning the moment.
Starting to feel himself now. He's starting to get into his flow.
And then just expressing beautiful, violent art.
Oh!
It's over.
Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights.
Came and not really with the intention of coming back. I felt so burnt out. 6 years of intense fighting and changes in my life. I needed the time off. I needed, to be able to spend so much time with my family. I needed to be able to get into the fire lit up. And I knew that I need to fight.
Here he is, rejuvenated, revitalized, and on a quest to get his title back.
Nice right hand. He dropped him.
I do feel like I needed that loss because I came back a different person.
Oh, he hurt him bad.
I'm smarter, I'm wiser, I'm fitter, I'm stronger. I'm a much better Whittaker. A much better warrior.
Yeah, things have changed. Things have changed because I've evolved. He didn't get me at my best. We're being dominant.
Oh! Knockdown for Adesanya! That is it! Wow! Still undisputed!
I picked the toughest guy in the division at the time, and I go after them.
Izzy just picked him apart, and he made it look easy.
He's just phenomenal.
I'm motivated to lap the division again. That shows true dominance.
I can strike with anyone in the world. I'm dangerous. I'm gonna go to war.
I've knocked him out twice in one fight. I'm just gonna do it again.
I'm going out there to make a statement.
I'm gonna finish him again.
I'm the king.
All right, folks, here we go for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship. First fighter to the scale is the former middleweight champion and the #1 ranked contender, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. Official weight 184 pounds for Robert Whittaker. And his opponent opponent is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. 184, the official weight for the champion. All right, we step over here and first grab a minute with the classy former UFC middleweight champion, Robert Whittaker. I know you're excited for the words to give way to the action. Any final thoughts for your supporters around the world in advance of a monumental championship rematch?
Thank you very much to all my fans and supporters. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. You guys kept me in it when I was at my lowest and believed in me, and I'm going to give you a good fight tomorrow.
There he is, folks, the former champ, Robert Whittaker. All the best tomorrow. All right, we now step over here and talk to the man, the king, Israel Adesanya. I know you have a way with words. Any final thoughts for you on advance of your fourth title defense?
Fifth, actually. But no more words, no more words. He will win because I will not lose.
There he is, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Thank y'all for coming out. One more sleep. We'll see you tomorrow night.